This is grade 2, unit 3, week 4, spelling words. These words contain the sound E. That is the long E sound. And the English language has more than 8 ways to spell this sound. And your list this week has 6 of those ways. And that's a crazy lot to remember. So we're going to look at some pictures to help us remember these sounds. The various ways to spell it are on this page. We have just the plain old letter E. That's the one we use at the end of a syllable or at the end of very short little words like he, me, she, we. And our word this week is we. So we have just the E. The next most common way to spell the E sound is with the EE. And that's used at the end of a word like tree and C and B. And it's used in the middle of the word in many, many words like need and greed and freed and all sorts of words. We use the EE to spell the E sound. Your words will be bead, need, queen, and we'll look at that. And then the next most common way to spell the E sound in the middle of a syllable and occasionally at the end of a word is with the EA. And we use that in words like read. Okay? And the words we have this week are leaf and mean. We use this one to spell E occasionally. It doesn't happen very often. It happens in words like piece, like a piece of pie, or this week we've got chief and thief. But the IE is a less common way to spell E, and it can happen both at the end of a word or in the middle of a syllable. Now, at the end of a word, the Y is the most common way to spell the E sound, like baby, happy, silly, all those words, multi-syllable words that end with a E, the majority of them are spelled with the Y. We do have a few words where we use the EY, and we'll look at those. And that's at the end of a word, okay? So the first word we're going to spell this week is, where's the top of my page? Is the word we. We, what are the sounds in we? W, E. And we spell it with a W, E. And this is such a common short little word. We just use the E to spell the E sound. The sounds again are W, E. Now, we can look at when we use the EE to spell the E sound. And we have a sentence we can remember. The bee needs a queen. Can you repeat that? The bee needs a queen. And these words use the EE to spell the E sound. Okay? The bee needs a queen. So our word is B. The sounds are B, E. We spell it with a B, line down, trace it up, make the B, and then we use the EE. And that's the way we spell the flying bee. We have a word bee like, will you please be still? And that we just use a single letter E. But in the flying animal, the bee, it's spelled with 2 E's, the bee, B, E. We have the word need. Need. Now in my sentence, I said needs, but we can just say your spelling word is need. The sounds are n, e, d, and it's spelled with n, lying down, trace it up, E, and we're going to use our 2-letter E, need, d, lips open, start with the open part, up tall, drop it down, need. Sounds again, Need. Need. And then the next word we have is queen. Now, queen is a little tricky because we have two sounds that work together. They're always together. So the sounds are k, w, but we only have the k, w together with a special combination, queen. So whenever you hear a k, w, w, it's spelled with a q, u. When they're together, they spell qu. So it's k, w, qu, e, and we use the two-letter e. Qu, e, n. Line down, trace it up, single. Let's say the sounds again. Queen, queen. Now, remember, the QU almost always goes together. So we almost never see the Q without the U. And when they're together, they say cool. So can we remember the B needs a queen? Except your spelling word just has need. It doesn't have an S at the end. Need. Okay. The next picture we want to look at is when we spell with the EA. The EA says E. The leaf is mean. Now the EA has two other sounds. It can also say and A, but the most common sound is E. So the leaf is mean. Okay, can you picture that in your head? And we're using the EA. That's right, these sounds. Sounds are, sorry, leaf. Spelling, E, and I'm going to use the EA to say E, leaf, the F, the leaf. Sounds again, leaf. And then we have the word mean. The sounds are in. Ready? We spell it line down, up, down, trace it up. E, and I'm going to spell it with the EA. Do you remember your picture of the mean leaf? Mean, last sound, n. Say the sounds again. Mean. There we go. Our next picture. The chief stopped the thief. Okay, can you picture that in your head? The chief stopped the thief. And do you see this I here, right here? Ooh. I want you to imagine that you're that chief and you say, I am the chief who stopped the thief. Okay, can you put your face there? But remember the letter I, because this one is tricky to have the IE spelled the E sound. The thief, see the I there? And the police chief with the I there. So you can say, I like that chief, right? So it's the IE that spells the E sound in these words. Let's go down to the next line. The sounds are ch, e, f. Spelling ch, spelled with a CH. E, and remember, I like the chief. Chief. Sounds again. Chief. And then the next word is thief. Thief. Spelling. EH spells the sound. E. I-E. Thief. Thief sounds again. Thief. The chief, stop the thief. I like the chief. Okay. Now, the next, we just have a couple of words. So at the end of a word. So this is when the E sound is at the end of a word. The most common way to spell it is with a Y. Now, we only have the word pony on our list, but can you remember happy and baby? I think you've spelled those words last year. When you have a multi-syllable word, like 2 syllables or more, that ends with the E sound, we usually use the Y to say E. Happy, baby. If you remember those words, just connect pony to it. Pony. So it's the Y all by itself at the end of a multi-syllable word. But then we have a couple of words where we have the EY to say E. Monkey and key. So we've got a monkey key. You see our monkey key? And it's spelled with an EY. Okay? So let's spell those words. Pony, 2 syllables. Pony. In the first syllable, the sounds are P, O, spelled O, and we use the O to say O at the end of a syllable. Pony. Sounds E. Spelled the N, E. We use the Y to spell E at the end of a multi-syllable word. Let's say those sounds again. Pony, pony. And that's the most common way to spell E at the end of a multi-syllable word. And then we have the word keys. I lost my keys or my monkey key. We just have to spell the word keys. Let's listen to the sounds. Keys. We've made it plural, more than one key. Keys, the sounds, the spelling. K. Okay, which K do we use? Let's think. The next letter is a E. And we always use a K to spell K in front of E, I, or Y. So we use the K to say K when the next letter is a E, and the next letter is EY. Key. And we made more than one key, keys. And we use the S to spell the Z sound when it means more than one. Ease. The S often says Z, but definitely here it's saying Z to make more than one. Okay, let's look at the way we spelled these words. We have the E all by itself to say E. In we have B with the E, need, queen. The B needs a queen. Okay, then we have the EA to spell E in leaf and mean. Right? The leaf is mean. Then we have the IE in the chief stopped the thief. And then we have the Y to spell E in pony and the EY to spell E in keys. We have our bonus words. Let's look at those. The word is grow. It was one you had last week. The sounds are G, R, O. Spelling G, G, R, gr, O. And we use the OW to spell O at the end of a word. Grow, grow. And then we have the word toe. Remember, Joe stubbed his toe, and we use the OE. The sounds are t, O. Spelling t, T, O, O, E. Sounds t, O. Next word is after. 2 syllables. After. First syllable. Af. Spelled with A. Af. F. Next syllable. Ter. Sounds t. Spelled t. With the T. We use the ER to spell That's the most common way to spell And sounds again. After. After. Next word is, we need to think every. We kind of say it quickly and say every, but when you're going to spell it, let's say every, and you can hear each sound. So let's try to say it that way. Every. Okay. Ev. Next syllable, spelled with our ER again. Ever. E. And how do we spell E at the end of a multi-syllable word? That's right, with the Y, just like our happy baby pony. E. Ev-er-e. Ev-er-e. Every. And the next word is special. And it's a special word. Okay. Special. 2 syllables, and it's got a bit of an unusual spelling. Special. So the sounds I hear are s, eh. Let's write that first. S, eh. And it's not often that E says eh at the end of a syllable, but it does in this word. Spe. Do you hear the eh sound? We're going to spell it with the E. Special. Now the sounds are sh, oh, show, show. And the way we spell it, we're using the CI to spell the sh sound. So we have TI, CI, SI, and we have the SH. We use the SH to spell sh at the beginning of a word, but if it's not the beginning of a word, if it's at the beginning of any other syllable, we use either a TI, CI, or SI to spell sh. We almost never use the SH at the beginning of any other syllable. The only place we do that is with ship, friendship, courtship. All the other sh is spelled with a TI, CI, or SI. And this word, we're using the CI. CI. Sh, oh, and it says we're using the A to say the sound, as it does in many words. Oh. So this whole syllable here, show, is kind of unusual. It's sh, oh. And the A often says So let's say the sounds again. S, eh, sh, oh. And let's mark the unusual part. The CI is unusual that it says sh, and the A is unusual that it says We often use A to say at the end when we have endings like oh. Okay, like musical and magical and special, and you are special. So I like to say, I see something special. So if I say I see, it just kind of helps me remember that we're using the CI to say shh. All right. Those are your words for the week. Let's read them one more time. We, be, need. Queen, leaf, mean. Sheaf, thief, pony, keys. And then our bonus words, grow, toe, after, every, special. Okay, and let's look at our pictures one more time. Ready? Go back. Oops, there it is. We have all these ways to spell the E sound. We're going to remember the bee needs a queen. Your spelling word is just need, but I wrote needs up there. The bee needs a queen. We use the EE to spell the E sound. The leaf is mean. We use the EA to spell the E sound. The chief stopped the thief. I like the chief. Okay, so that it's the IE to spell the E sound. And then at the end of a word, happy baby pony. The happy baby pony lost his monkey key. So the common way to spell the E sound at the end of a word is a Y. And then we have an unusual spelling, the EY in the word key. Okay. That's it for the week. I hope you do well.